Hello mates, welcome back to my channel. Today, I have built the cannon level 6 from Clash of Clans in Minecraft. Yes, that's what I have built today. I have built the cannon level 6 from Clash of Clans in Minecraft today. And it took me about an hour and 30 minutes. Yes, an hour and 30 minutes. And I think it looks pretty good. I got down most of the detail I want to get down from the cannon level 6. And tell me, do you like this build? For me, I do like this build, but there's some things I could do better, and I will do it for the next cannon. But for this one, it does look good. I'm very happy how this looks. Looks really nice, pretty good, and let's see how I make this. First off, of course, we gotta do the, um, it's not stairs, but I'm just gonna call it stairs. We gotta do the stairs or the legs. I'm gonna call it legs now. We gotta do the legs of the actual cannon to hold up the actual platform. After making the platform, I have to do the actual cannon, making the outline, then making the body of the cannon, the end of the cannon, then the other end of the cannon. Or I should say the back of the cannon and the front of the cannon. So that's what I have to do. So we're starting off with the legs. The legs are about the same from the last one. Not that much different. It's about the same. But the actual platform is a little bit different. I want to make sure it's a lot more longer, a lot more bigger of the actual platform. So I made the legs a little bit more separate. About maybe it's 10 blocks going diagonally separate compared to the 10 blocks I have right now compared to the 10 blocks I had in the last cannon. Right? And it looks okay, but for me, I need to really know that I need to go a lot more further. For the next one, I think that's what I need to do. That's one of the problems I kind of had. The platform looks really small compared to the actual cannon. The cannon looks pretty big, and that was a big problem. It was really pretty big, but not as big as it should. Looks like now that makes the actual platform a lot more smaller. That would happen in the last one, and it still happened for this one, but I feel like this one is a lot more worse because the cannon is way more bigger than the actual platform, but the platform is it's a good amount of size if I'm going to make the cannon a bit more smaller. And then now on up to the actual, let's go back into the actual platform still. There's some details to this platform. So the detail is that there's a little bit of design. I think that I think a stone is going is wrapping around the actual platform, giving it a little bit of design. And that's all I could tell. And of course the canyon is a bit more bigger for this one. And other than that, everything else on the last cannon to this cannon is about the same. There's a little bit detail to the actual platform. I think that's pretty much it. For the next one, level 7, is a lot more different. You'll see a big difference between the other two cannons, but just for the next one. So, this cannon, right? Um, Another big problem that I kind of had is making it too big. Yes, I always make my last build much more bigger than the new build, right? Whatever I did the last one, and the next one is gonna be a little bit more bigger, at least for Clash of Clans, right? To really show that it is the next level, not only in a little bit of detail, but also the size and the height, right? But the problem is I kind of went too much bigger, and a lot of time consumption was actually making it much more smaller. The outline took me a long time because I keep going much more bigger and bigger. And then when I look at my fourth outline of the cannon, I'll look at the old one, and it was it was a lot more bigger than the last one, and that was a big problem. So I'm trying to shorten it down to make it a little bit more smaller, and it still turned out pretty big, much more bigger than the last one, but it could have been a lot worse. It could have been way too much bigger. And I'm looking at it, it's like I think I could go a bit more shorter. For me, I thought it was a bit more shorter. I thought when I first did the outline, I thought it was too short. But when I started that because I was making a different project. I'm not gonna say what it is, but that one project I was making, um, it took it's taking a long time. I'm not saying what it is, but that project is pretty difficult, taking a long time, and I kind of was getting from that project I was making and going on to this one because those two was pretty similar on how the design was. It's just a little bit different, but the other project was a lot much more bigger, and I just still thinking about, oh, I need to make this more bigger. I don't like the size of it. Then I realized it's supposed to be in this project, so that really kind of affected this project. I just a bit more bigger in size, so kind of look kind of off, but the next one will look better. It will look bigger, but more better size and will be more proportion to the platform and everything else. Should be, it should be. But yeah. So now I'm making the back of the cannon. Back of the cannon didn't really change at all. So I was about to say more. It did change because how the design of it is actually different. So it's actually turned out to be a lot more different than the other one. The other one looks a bit more better because it looks a little more round compared with this one. Look a little more pyramid, but it's just how the outline was. So it's okay. Trying to do a little bit different. Trying to do a little bit different on the back of it because the other project I was working on, I was really experimenting on the last project. Well, not the last project, the other project I was working on, and and I want to experiment with this one, and end up just making it into just a pyramid back. I didn't want to, but it's okay. It is okay. The next one will look much more better, and the font it didn't look that much different from the other font, other than the actual font of the kitten is a little bit, well, it's a lot bit more shorter. It's a lot bit more shorter than the other one because of the length of it. The length of it. So would have gone much more further, it actually will go into the other build. So I didn't want to really go much more further, even though it would probably look much more better. I don't want to go much more further in length of the actual cannon because I don't want to really interfere with my last project. So made off like that, and I looks pretty good still, but it just look a bit more short, and the proportion looks a little bit different. So yeah, but I still, I'm saying a lot of negative. I'm still happy how this does turn out to be. Does look like a Canon. Does have that features of the platform of what a Canon level 6 does look like. It's just the proportion is a little bit different, and then you can kind of tell. But I'm happy how this still looks like a Canon, and it does look much more bigger of a Canon, and it does have that similar feature of the other Canon that is much more bigger and a little more simple. And this one has being more simple than the fourth Canon, even though the fourth Canon is the level 1 Canon, right? Because it's really simple, but the actual Canon a little bit more detail. Because I think for me it's a little bit more detail. This one, the blue Canon, not too much detail until more into the levels. And yeah. So there you go. After actually making the Canon, I do a little bit detail to make the inside the Canon have a shadow so you can really look inside the Canon. And after that detail, I went to finish off the detail, putting the glass all around the Canon. Then after that, there we go. Yeah, so the big time consuming was just deciding on making it much more smaller. I keep going much more bigger, and that just really takes so much time, and fixing that problem took so much time. For me, I actually estimated for this to take at least maybe 45 minutes, at least maybe max an hour and 10. I don't think it would have gone past an hour and 10, but in an hour and 30 minutes. But you know, it is what it is. I try to go as fast as I can to build this. You can see with the potion, should I use the potion? Didn't work. Well, I mean it did work, but I forgot to use it after like one time. I stopped using the potion, doing the final detail of this glass all the way around. Just the final detail, and yeah, I have a lot of things I want to get done for the next cannon, and I have those things in my head right now and plan to do it. And yeah, but the real mace here is our mace that they have it. That is the cannon level 6 from Clash of Clans in Minecraft today. And I really hope that you liked the video. I really hope you liked the cannon. I like the cannon. It looks pretty good. Yes, it could be better, but it does look good overall. And yeah, the next one of course is going to be a big improvement. But mates, if you like the video, please like the video. If you like my channel, if you want to see more of my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you mates for watching this video. I see you mates in the next time. Bye.